All right, we'll start with an opening statement from Coach Tadlock, and then we'll go on the questions for Patrick.
Just feel really fortunate and thankful to be in the position we're in, and definitely, the ball Horvath hit. I mean, you're talking about inches from probably being out of the ballpark, and kid's a really good baseball player, and thought Pat threw the ball really well, thought Sub threw the ball really well, and thought North Carolina, gave us, everything we wanted, and, they just are a tough bunch and played good tonight.
All right, we'll start with questions for Patrick. We'll start with Eric Kelly.
Just as a pitcher, how comforting is it to give the ball to Ryan Sublette when you guys need a couple outs?
Yeah, he's been lights out the whole year. There's not another guy that I'd rather hand it off to, and I knew he was going to seal the deal, and he did, to say the least. It was a pretty dominant outing. It was fun to watch.
Go to Carlos Silva.
Patrick, with the way the game was going, with it being a one-run contest, how big was it for Braxton just to kind of get that go-ahead run that got you all up 3-2? Because that seemed to be the difference there, minus Sublette's performance later on.
Yeah, it was huge. I believe it was with 2 outs as well, and that's pretty tough for a pitcher, the opposing pitcher to see that. He's extremely close to getting out of the inning, scratch-free, and Braxton came up big. Call him Big Hit B for a reason.
Go to Phil.
Patrick, as a teammate, how cool was it to see Kurt Wilson come through with those big hits tonight after knowing what he's been through coming back from the injury and everything?
Yeah, it was awesome to watch. He's been lighting up the pitchers in inter squad, so it wasn't really anything new. It comes as no surprise. He comes up big when we need him most.
We have any other? All right, we'll go to Carlos.
Patrick, how would you grade your performance today on the mound? I know, obviously, not giving up those runs aren't what you want, but I guess just in terms of what you're able to do and kind of keep your team in the game.
It's kind of tough to say. I try not to look at the results to grade myself, but I thought I executed well, and like Coach Tadlock said, those UNC hitters, gave us all we wanted and a little bit more. But Sub really came in and closed the deal. I give him an A+.
Go back to Phil and then Eric Kelly after.
Patrick, I know you said earlier in the year that you try to tune out the crowd a bit while you're on the mound, but what'd you think of the atmosphere tonight and your first taste of D1 NCAA tournament baseball? And does it at all fire you up a little bit, or are you really just locked in on the game?
I am locked in, but it's hard to, not hear the crowd and the Raider Power chants. And my mom and dad were in the stands tonight, and I found them to, make eye contact. And I usually just pick one person out in the crowd to look at after the innings, and them being there really fired me up.
All right, we'll go to Eric Kelly to close for Patrick.
Patrick, what were you able to do effectively in a couple of those innings where you had runners on to limit the damage to just a couple runs?
I think just the ability to throw all 4 pitches for strikes today, keeping them off balanced. That's kind of my strength. I'm not really going to blow you away with anything. So mixing well and the ability to throw everything for strikes really plays in my advantage.
All right, good job, Patrick. We'll let you go, and then we'll start with questions for Coach Tadlock.
See you.
Hey, Coach. Thank you.
All right, we'll start with questions from Carlos Silva.
Coach, what'd you think about the 2-out hitting from you guys in that 5th inning where Drew gets on with the walk and then Braxton's able to kind of get that big double there?
Yeah, Drew's at bat was definitely set it up, and Braxton came through and found a good pitch to hit, put a good swing on it, and ball found some green out there and rolled around in the corner. And it's not every day you see balls, got to score on balls down in that corner, and there was 2 in the first 3 or 4 innings, and it's good to see.
Go to Nico.
Hey, Coach. So great day from Ryan Sublette, 8 strikeouts. When you guys put him in the 6th inning, was the plan for him to finish out the game, or was that more of a reaction to how well he was playing?
You always try to minimize pitches the best you can, and there wasn't any. I mean, we were definitely going to send him back out there in the 8th. We talked about it in the 9th and decided it's just the best thing to do, just to leave him in there.
We'll go back to Carlos.
Going back to Braxton, Coach, I know you've always touted his defensive play, but just now, as you've mentioned, his development and his offensive game, how nice is it to know that he's kind of being showcased on this big stage and people can see that he can swing the bat now?
Oh, man, if they're just figuring that out, I tell you, I mean, I think he hit 550 over there at Monterey High School. And, you know, he's always been able to hit. He just keeps evolving, though. He keeps working and keeps getting stronger. And, you know, he's a fun kid to coach, and it's been a lot of fun to watch. And as far as what other people think, as far as that goes, I'll let them figure that out.
Go to Eric Kelly.
Obviously, he's had some relief appearances before this weekend, but how impressive is it for Kurt Wilson to come back less than 2 months removed from a broken thumb and be hitting 375 in his first 2 games back?
Tell you, I mean, when he broke the thumb and got the cast on it, we really didn't think we were getting him back to swing the bat. And really, you know, everything just healed up the right way. I mean, it doesn't always happen that way, but it did. And, of course, he's been eager to get a bat in his hand. And, you know, Dr. Fye and Brian, all those guys made the right decision as far as when. And, I mean, obviously he's a guy that likes to play, and he has gotten some at-bats, though, in the last few weeks that maybe you hadn't seen.
Go back to Eric.
Would it be safe for us to assume that Mason would get the start tomorrow?
Safe to say, yes.
Do we have any other questions for Coach Tadlock? All right, that'll do it for tonight. Appreciate it. Thank y'all.